Hello guys, today I will explaining 3 chapters of Reality Quest in this video. In the previous video I'll promise that I will cover around 3 to 4 chapter in each video, so here is the video. Now without wasting any more time, let's begin. But before this, do not forget to subscribe and like for more new chapter of Reality Quest. Dowan could do anything else. That girl says, you must have more clothes, right? By the way, you should turn off the heater in your house. It's getting too hot here. And with this, Dowan finds out that he misunderstood the system window quest. Dowan asks that girl, how did you find out that I live here? Because we never talked. That girl says, yes, I didn't even know your phone number. But that day when I was taking you in the karaoke, I saw the address of your house, which was stuck behind your phone cover. Anyway, forget all that. First tell me, do you really have only these clothes? It looks like this is a collection of some loser. Dowan replies, by the way, my mom bought those clothes for me, so at least don't say that. Anyway, this girl's intention was something else. She says to Dowan, let's go shopping. Anyway, you can't hang out with me in these clothes. And poor Dowan is just thinking in his mind, where am I stuck? Because he was going shopping with a girl for the first time in his life, except her mother. And in the very next scene, we see these two, who are in a shopping mall. And here Dowan is trying on some clothes. And here he looks absolutely like a loser. And he himself is saying the same thing. How do people wear such strange clothes? Anyway, according to this girl, these clothes don't look good on Dowan at all. So let's try this new outfit. And while wearing these clothes, Dowan is just thinking that I have never tried such clothes before, so I feel very strange. Anyway, when Dowan asks this girl about this outfit, then she says, they don't look that bad. And Dowan is happy to hear this. But then again a system window pops up in front of him. Ask her out to lunch. So what? Of course, Dowan will have to complete the quest. So these two go to a restaurant for lunch, where Dowan is eating his food. But this girl was not eating anything there. And the most amazing thing was that they were staring at each other for half an hour. That means neither Dowan said anything to her, nor did she say anything to Dowan. And seeing this kind of atmosphere, Dowan was of course completely blown away. He just feels that this girl didn't like the food here. Anyway, Dowan wanted to start talking to her here. So he asks this girl for her name. And she says, my name is Shaun. And after hearing this, of course, Dowan tries to butter her up. Wow, what a pretty name and etc. Anyway, Dowan's attempt doesn't work very well either. Because after asking for the name, silence again. He just says in his mind, I am missing my mother. Anyway, but that's when the girl says, is there anything else you want to do with me? And bro, I swear, if I were in Dowan's place, you can understand what I would have said here. Anyway, if you come back to the story, Dowan says, I don't know much about you right now, so I can't guess anything like this and tell you what we should do now. So while replying to this, Shaun says, don't worry. From now on, we are going to see each other a lot. And saying this, she leaves from here. And Dowan says, there is a lot of time left for the day to end, so you come with me. And that's when another system window pops up. Boy Become a Man Part 3. Watch a movie with her. And then what happens after that? One by one, a lot of quest windows start coming. Boy Become a Man 4. Spend some time alone with her at the cafe. And as we can see here, Dowan is also in the cafe. I mean, what should I tell you about this guy? And then comes the next quest, Boy Become a Man 5. Sing a romantic song with her. And while completing all these quests, Dowan is just thinking in his mind, it doesn't matter how many times I think about it. This is a deity. I don't know why the system is giving me such quests. Because I thought the system would only make me fight bullies. But there is something else going on here. And that's when we are shown the next quest, Boy Become a Man 6. Where this time Dowan has to show his drum skills to this girl. And here our man doesn't choke. Because he shows such skills here. Not the girl, but the boys standing behind him become his fans. And Dowan comes here in full swing and says, see what kind of performance I have given. Really, no international star can give such a performance. And as soon as Dowan turns around and looks, he sees that Shaun has not paid attention to him for a few hours. She is actually looking at some toys. And seeing this, Dowan leaves from there to find those toys. He makes an excuse and goes that I am going to the bathroom. And after that we see the scene 10 minutes later, where Dowan is bringing a lot of fish-like toys for Shaun. And he is hoping that at least he will be happy to see this. And when he finally finds Shaun, he shouts and says Shaun. But unfortunately, Shaun did not call him here. Someone else heard. A man comes from behind and holds Dowan's hair and bows it down. And says, who are you and how do you know Shaun? Why were you shouting his name so loudly? All Dowan's fish fall to the ground. And Dowan is shouting here in pain. And Dowan feels like he has seen this man somewhere before. But before this, something else could have happened. That's why the man hears a voice with his name that leave him. And this is said by Shaun himself. And after hearing this, this man leaves Dowan. Dowan falls on the poor ground, because of course he could not balance himself. And this man says here, "Oh, you both know each other." "I did not know." "Sorry. Anyway, leave it. Now tell me, who are you?" But before this, Dowan could say something. Shaun herself says, "He is my boyfriend." And as soon as he hears this boy and Dowan both get caught. Just see their reactions. And not only that, Shaun says, "If you are done, then please stop interfering in our date." She holds Dowan's hand and takes Dowan with her, and says, "Ignore this man. He is my neighbor since childhood." Anyway, Dowan and this girl leave from there. But this man's reaction is worth seeing. Anyway, now we see that it is evening here, and Dowan is still walking on the footpath, still in confusion, just thinking boyfriend, boyfriend, and then he sees in front that Shaun has gone too far, and when he tries to ask her, "Where are we going?" then Shaun says, "Follow me quietly, because you had promised me that you will be with me all day." And then again in front of Dowan, another system window pops up, on which it is written, "Boy become a man 7. This is the final destination of her wish. Go inside." And after this we see, these two people have come in the lift, and they are going to the 8th floor. And Dowan is just thinking in his mind, that where are we going? He tries to talk to Shaun, that you don't think we are students. We should focus on our studies. Don't you think all this is happening too fast? And the biggest thing, I don't know about you, but I am not ready for this yet. And then the elevator gate opens, and Dowan sees something like this in front of him. There is a big poster in front of him, on which it is written, 202X Gwanak District, Iljangang General Assembly Meeting. And there are a lot of chairs in front of him, on which a lot of people are sitting. And then a person, who is hosting this assembly, he says with his hammer, "Everyone calm down. Now we are going to start the Gwanak District Iljangang General Assembly Meeting. As I have already told you here, that our agenda for today is quite clear. A dangerous person, who killed 2 people of our old council, in one day, in one school, and in one karaoke. And we have to punish that person. And that person is no one else. And that person is our one and only Goat Dowan Ha." And looking at Dowan's poster, one person says, "Oh really, this guy killed 2 people, that 2 of our old council." And the other person replying to this, says, "Really man, I think he is an example." And our Dowan, who is standing from behind, seeing all these visuals, he is totally scared. He asks the lion, "What is going on here?" And then the person, who is hosting this meeting, he says again, "Whoever wants to take action on Dowan, raise your hand." And as soon as you see, all the people present here, all of them have raised their hands. And seeing this, Dowan starts shivering. He is shivering. And then, another system window pops up, on which it is written, "Boy become a man. Final quest. A true man knows how to enjoy the thrill of rising his life in a desperately dangerous situation. Escape safe and sound." And then the person, who is hosting the meeting, he says again, "So let's finalize. Dowan Ha has become the target of 497 members, which means 497 people are going to kill Dowan."